0-0. Thoughts on the game there?
I thought, like, for the first 20 minutes I thought Winsford had the better of it, but from then on in I thought we did alright and we had enough chances there. Young Josh had a full of chances. I thought we did, Ryan as well. I thought we did well. I thought it was good. I think it's the first 0-0 we've had this year. I think first time we haven't scored in ages anyway. So yeah, it was alright. I think we've finished in 7th position with 70 points. So it's improvement again from last year, isn't it? So we can't ask for much more than that.
I think it's been a successful season overall then.
Well, yeah, if you finished 11th last year and you finished 7th the year after, then it's a step up, isn't it? You finish with more points, you scored more goals than we ever have. So it's got to be an improvement on last year, hasn't it? And you got to look at positives like that. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Overall, happy with the way it's gone.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I say, we've moved on from last year. We've finished higher. We're more of an established Premier League club now. Getting good results home and away. So I think next year people will be probably a bit more afraid of playing us again. So moving forwards, it's got to be the way, hasn't it?
What's next year? What's your hopes and ambitions for it?
Well, Liverpool have gone from 7th to 1st. So I don't know. No, I wouldn't put any pressure on the manager like that. All you can ask for is each year is improvement on the year before. I mean, moving to a new ground, the pitch at Marine probably suits us a lot better. Be able to pass it a lot more. Teams will probably be forced to try and come and play football. It doesn't suit the long ball game, that pitch. And I think playing there will do us a lot of good, and hopefully we'll be able to kick on from where we leave now.
Players get a few weeks off now, but I guess you've got a lot of work to do between now and the start of the new season.
Yeah, I don't think we get any time off. The only get the time off is when you come to an away game. You don't have to do anything. You just watch the match for once. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Football never stops really, does it? There's only the playing side that really gets a break. Everything else just carries on. It's our job now, obviously, with the move to Marine, to try and generate the interest again as we get ready to start a new season. So the work doesn't really stop. So it doesn't need to start again tomorrow. It'll just keep going and going and going. It's just the way that things are. So, and to be fair, I think when you're passionate about something, it doesn't matter how difficult it is. It makes the job easy. So for me and all the rest of the board, and to be fair, all the fans and supporters who come to see us as well, everyone wants us to succeed. Everyone wants to see our team doing well, and we'll all get it right as a unit.
Quite the perfect end to the season, but not beaten though.
Yeah, I think it was always going to be one of them games, to be honest with you, Paul. Again, with the wind and as such. But when I've looked at the game, if we analysed the game, I think we've had a lot more chances than Winsford. We've blooded one or two young lads today. And they haven't done themselves no harm. Young Nathan Valentine has come in, and in my eyes, he's been man of the match for us anyway. So that's a bonus for me. As the game, it tells me that we finished 7th in the league, which I'm very pleased about. It tells me that we're above our local rivals in the league, because over the past couple of years, mate, Bootle, if you like, have been way ahead of us as other teams have. So from that point of view, I'm more than happy. Like I said, we could have probably won the game, probably 2 or 3-0, but it hasn't to be. But there's an old saying: if you can't win it, don't lose it. So it's pleasant, and it's 2 clean sheets to finish with as well. So that's pleasing.
Yeah, just one or two occasions seemed a little bit forced here. 1 or 2 heavy touches here and there.
Yeah, I mean, again, the pitch was lively. The wind doesn't help, like I said earlier in the conversation. And you're looking for a little bit of composure here and there. And maybe if we had that little bit of composure today, because like I said, I've played 1 or 2 young lads today. Young Josh Purcell, he's had a full game today. A bit more composure with young Josh. Maybe he may have scored 1 or 2. But it's a learning curve for most of the young lads, especially coming to places like this, because as we all know, we've been here, mate, and we're being leaded. So that's a pleasing thing that we've kept at 0.
Definitely a good season for you overall.
Well, I'd like to think so, Paul. Like I said earlier on, I've always been asked to consolidate in the league. I've said this before, I'll consolidate as long as we're here, or as long as I'm here. But that doesn't mean, again, I've said it before, it doesn't mean that I don't want to go and win the league. Of course I want to win the league, and I think we're more than capable with 1 or 2 more of additions hopefully next year, and we can have a go. But you know, when I've looked at the season, you know, we've been in a senior cup final, we possibly could have won it and should have won it. We're 7th in the league. The disappointing thing is, that probably if I'm going to look at it, is the fact that I thought we should have got it probably on decent cup runs, but it's not to be. Again, we'll look at, you know, come next season, we'll look at all that. But as a whole, I think it's been a successful season. We've been 7th, so I think we've made major strides, especially to compete in the league that we've been competing in against established football clubs. And I feel now that we're establishing ourselves, we are one of the established football clubs, into the fact of we can compete with the best now, mate. You know, it's a stepping stone this year, because again, we've moved up. You know, we've been over what we were 11th last year, now we're 7th. So again, positional sense, there's always progress. But again, I'm not being negative. I would have liked to have really had a go at the league this year. I felt it was there for the take, but 1 or 2 things sort of got in the way. But it happens, and I've said it before, you know, teams in this league, when people have had work commitments, it's probably cost them in the long run. But as a whole, I think it's been a very successful season for AFC Liverpool. And I'd just like to thank the board of directors. I'd like to thank yourself. I'd certainly like to thank the supporters for giving me the support. And hopefully next year we can go 1 or 2 more places up the league, and hopefully go on good cup runs and things like that. So, to answer your question, mate, I think, yeah, it hasn't been a bad season overall.
A few weeks off to refresh and then go again?
Yeah, we're hopefully going to start on the 1st of July, Paul. I've just said to the lads, have a 3-week break, 4-week break, and those ones that think they're fit, start getting themselves fit, because we've got a good pre-season planned. So, you know, again, get the pre-season going, and we'll see where it takes us next year. But my pre-season's already started, mate. I'll be talking to people over the next couple of weeks, so I won't be switching off. So we'll just see where it takes us. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it already, mate.
Well, congratulations on a successful campaign for you.
Yeah, pity we haven't had a trophy, mate. But you know, when I look at it all overall, I think it has been a successful in our own little way. So again, it's been a pleasure, and we'll see where it goes next year, mate. See what's around the corner, shall we say. Thanks very much. See, we must have done something. That was for the clean sheet, because I had a bet. But I'll have to tell them I don't like Carlin. And is that a bit of sponsorship for them? Because if it is, I want money off you. Cheers, mate.